All right, warning to senators as new poll shows 64% of battleground states likely voters back gay marriage. As per the Human Rights Campaign poll released on Wednesday, nearly 2/3 of potential voters in states are in favor of protecting the national right to same-sex marriage. Let us understand why it matters. The countdown has begun as Senate advances towards a vote on the Democrats' Respect for Marriage Act, which will codify the right to marriage equally for same-sex and interracial relationships. The final decision of this vote could influence voters in battleground states ahead of November's midterms. The Human Rights Campaign poll, which surveyed potential voters in the swing states, namely Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, found that 58% of men and 69% of women support federal marriage equality protections. 55% of Christians back a federal law to protect marriage equality. According to the polling conducted by other organizations, including Gallup and Morning Consult, it is clear that most Americans support marriage equality. It will be an important occurrence when Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will slate votes on Respect for Marriage Act next week. The Human Rights Campaign poll surveyed 1,665 likely voters in key battleground states through online platforms and via text from August 18th to the 24th. So this is pretty good for me because I'm in the DJ business, so I do a bunch of weddings. So let's get those votes going up.
And those numbers were shockingly high.
Yeah.
I was really blown away by that.
Of the 58, 69, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually was shocked by that.
You know, those numbers are actually low. And just in clarification, because it's a little confusing in the HR reporting, the 69 and 58% are the averages of the battleground states. That's not America. The numbers are actually much higher than that. These numbers are only in the battlegrounds. North Carolina is at play. Arizona is at play. Florida is at play.
Yeah.
Where the Wisconsin is at play, where the numbers are that. And that's important, both in terms of the number for Christians. The majority of religious identifying Christians are in favor of gay marriage.
Yeah.
This is problematic for Marco Rubio and for Johnson in Wisconsin and the crazy one in Arizona and the crazy one, Crazy Oz in Pennselsvania. Because at the end of the day, if they come out strongly, it's what Schumer's doing next week. And by the way, it's semi-official. The vote in the Senate is next week. If those four vote no, they're voting against the very significant majority in their state. And it puts them on record of who and what they are. And they're in a battle. Marco Rubio and Val Deming are just neck and neck. And she's sitting there with saliva dripping off her fangs going, please vote no, please vote no, please vote no. Because there's going to be an overwhelming reaction.
This is the chess move you were talking about.
It is. It absolutely is.
Not only that, do you see my optimism now?
And frankly, I have the same optimism.
Yeah.
It's going to be a win for us, I think, either way. We are going to win Respect for Marriage outright next week, or even if we don't get the 10 senators, we're going to win it November 8th.
Right.
One way or the other, it's going to come
It's show your hand time.
Right.
It's show me what you got.
And I'm so glad. I'm glad you mentioned being a DJ because, what a boom business.
Yeah, it does.
Gay marriages for any marriages for anybody. So why would they turn their backs on this?
And you know, one of the things we never discuss this in the stories, why would somebody want to get married anyway?
Right.
Let's talk about that.
Let's start there. Lots of single ladies at the table.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.